Welcome to Creepin' It Real. I am Judah. We're going to talk about one of the goofiest horror movies I have seen. The information said it came out in 92, but I was watching it. I was like, man, this feels like such an 80s movie. But at the same time, when you look at the poster art, I'm like, that screams the 90s. To me, that just screams 90s, but the whole feel of the movies was 80s. It was slated for a 1987 release, but Empire Pictures fell into some financial situations, and a creditor bank seized them and all their assets, and the remaining movies were then parsed out differently. And this movie then was eventually, even though it was slated for 87, eventually was released in 1992. But not under Empire. They were, it finally came out in, let's see, from Columbia TriStar and straight to home video. And it's definitely a home video kind of movie. Now, the basic premise is we have this MTV type station. It's called Rock TV. They're having a big competition. They have this pop star. And what they're trying to do is this pop star's last name is Castle. So they come up with this promotional idea that we'll get 7 people. They're going to spend the weekend in an Italian castle with this pop star named Castle. And somewhere in the castle is hidden a check for $1 million. So these people get to search the castle, try to find the check, and win $1 million. I already used the word goofy, and I can't think of a better word to describe it. If I was to use movies to describe it, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory meets Slime Bowl Arama. It has this cautionary tale type scenario in it, and kind of a very college adult humor. The only thing that saves this movie for me is the practical effects. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to give this a 4 out of 10, and those 4 points are all for the practical effects. But let's check out this trailer.
Hey, Rock TV is at home.
That was the VJ.
We're on location in Italy at the castle of Signor di
There's the castle.
What?
Which, by the way, this castle was actually owned by one of the producers. He purchased it to use as the backdrop for several movies. And this is one of those movies.
Turn of events. One of our contestants,
this chair right here, when I talk about practical effects, this wooden chair, if this movie was made today, they would not have used practical effects. It would have all been CG, and it would have looked like dog crap. Let's see, what would be a good example? Okay, The Haunting, the remake of The Haunting that had Liam Neeson in it. There was a lot of effects in that, and it was all CG, but there were things like statues and wooden bedpost stuff coming to angels, wooden angels coming to life and turning their heads, and it is painfully CGI. This movie uses practical effects. And this scene with this chair looks like a real wooden chair coming to life. Now, granted, there are some parts of it that are a little cheesy. The chair comes to life, spoilers, and eats the person sitting in it. The teeth seemed a little rubbery. That's about my only complaint. But the feet and the arms of the chair, when they moved, even the lion head, when it starts moving, other than its teeth, I was really impressed. Of course, when I was watching this, after this chair devours the person sitting in it, I thought to myself, the only thing that will make this better is if the chair belches at the end. And it did not disappoint. But let's keep watching this trailer.
And has had to drop out due to unforeseen family emergencies. But that's good news for our remaining lucky 6, because they now have a better chance at that $1 million.
Now, you did just see that shower scene. That's the extent of nudity, is seeing that woman's back. Now, there is a lot of sexual innuendos, and it gets kind of rapey at one point. There's one character who's he's a disgusting person, which kind of plays into this. You don't care about any of the characters. In fact, you want all of them to get the bad endings that they receive, and you don't feel bad for them at all. The only person that you care about is the final girl. The pop star from the very start of the movie comes off as a massive bitch, a drunken, massive bitch. It isn't till the end that you start to see a different side of her, and there is a redemption arc for her. The realization, or finally verbalizing and not internalizing, trying to mask with alcohol, does she come to the realization that fame and fortune does not bring you happiness. In fact, has a lot of strings to it that will pull you down. And so at the end, despite hating her throughout the whole movie, at the very end, she has this revelation, which then brings her into this kind of, okay, well, that's not bad. So that's good. But everybody else in this movie, they are just trash. That woman you saw in the shower, her thing is to get guys like aroused to this point where they think that they're going to have sex with her, and then she just shuts them down. That was her thing. And it frustrates them, and it gets one guy like really heated, and he gets very rapey. It's uncomfortable. But every one of them have a weird like character flaw, maybe being a glutton. And basically their downfall comes from this character defect. It, like I said, very, very Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but cranked up and definitely like 80s, teen sex comedy type of a way, but a little subdued on the sex side. But the practical effects are very enjoyable. I think they did a great job with the practical effects. And if I'm going to recommend this to anybody, it's purely on that aspect, the practical effects, because the story is goofy. It is a cautionary tale that I believe in, that selling your soul for money or food or pleasure in general is not going to lead to a happy life. That instant gratification that all of us suffer from, especially in this time. I mean, they're addressing it back in the 80s, but we are like far more gone than we were back then. And it's something I think we all need to be reminded of, and we all need to take time and examine ourselves and be like, is this really going to make me happy? The problem is, though, that a lot of us are only chasing happiness. When that one high is gone, we go to a new high. And we feel like as long as it's making us happy, it's obviously good. That's not true. Chasing happiness does not necessarily mean a good thing. And if it only gives you, if it's all a roller coaster, that's baloney. And all of us are massive, instant gratification levels are so sky high that when the littlest inconvenience occurs in our lives, we freak out. So I really think we all need to slow down. We need to stop. We need to re-examine. Is our pursuit of happiness destroying other people's lives? Are we forfeiting our souls to gain something? And if that's what we're doing, we really need to stop. Sorry, little preachy there. Let's get back to this trailer. Okay. That car exploding. As I mentioned, most of the characters, die. Not well. Most of the characters, it appears that they die in a way that is resembles their character defect. Well, in that car were two cameramen. They're like grips for this camera woman, and she sends them out to get batteries. And this is at the very beginning of the movie. So these guys only show up, they pull up to this castle, they get out, they help take things out of the van, they take it in, she's like, hey, go get batteries. They're driving back, the car suddenly stops. That is the extent of them in this movie. And then they show up briefly at the end. this car stops. They're like, what's going on? I don't know. The car just stopped. Well, maybe you should get out and check it. Oh, the doors won't open. And then boom, the car explodes. And I'm like, wait, what? What did these guys do? They deserve to die. So that's the only aspect of this movie, or only time in this movie where somebody dies. It seemed unneeded. And I was like, well, okay, well, that's weird. But that's all before you start realizing that this is supposed to be a cautionary tale about, gluttony and self-gratification and stuff like that. But also one of these grips, or these, cameraman helpers, when he acts, he never opens up his mouth. His lips open, but his teeth are always clenched. He delivers all his lines with his teeth closed, and it was really funny to me. Like this whole scene with them in the car, he's like, oh, the car stopped working. I don't know. Maybe I should get out and check the engine. Oh, my door won't open. And I was like, wait, is that how he talks? Or are we is that his acting? Like he's so frustrated and so angry that he's like talking through a scowl or something. I didn't get it, but it seemed so weird. That whole scene when they're in the car, his teeth never open, just his lips move as he's speaking. Very weird. I don't know about this. Again, very goofy, very goofy.
Very strange going on here. This place is dangerous.
Senor Diablo welcomes you.
Is this a video or something?
No. It's real life and real death.
Okay, you can see here on IMDb that the average score is 4.8 out of 10. First, let's see if there are any 10 out of 10s. Oh, okay. We have a 10 out of 10. This review is from Dr. Honey Love Spells. This was left on April 15th, 2023. Oh, this is so amazing. Spellcaster 1988. See, he's talking. When you look this up, the dates are all over the place. Is a breathtaking masterpiece that will take you on an emotional journey like no other. From the stunning cinematography to the powerful performance. This guy has got to be, he's got to be being facetious. This has got to be a troll. Every element of this film comes together to create a truly unforgettable cinematic experience. Dr. Honey Love Spells, you have got to be full of something, but it's not truth, that's for sure. Oh my gosh, this is funny. The story follows and is brought to life by an incredible cast of actors who deliver some of the most powerful performances of their careers. Adam Ant is particularly outstanding in their portrayal of Diablo, capturing the character's complexities with a raw, authentic performance that will leave you in awe. Dr. Honey Love Spells, you make me laugh. But it's not just the performances that make Spellcaster so extraordinary. The direction is masterful, capturing the mood and tone of the film with precision and creating a world that is both beautiful and haunting. The cinematography is stunning, with breathtaking landscapes and intricate details that will leave you mesmerized. We watch different movies. One of the most remarkable aspects of this film is its ability to evoke such a wide range of emotions. Oh, from moments of heart-wrenching sadness to bursts of joy and triumph. Spellcaster takes you on a roller coaster of feelings that will stay with you long after the credits roll. In short, Spellcaster is a cinematic triumph that is not to be missed. It's a powerful emotional journey that will leave you breathless and remind you of the incredible power of film to touch your heart and soul. Oh, this person's legit. Okay. Guys, this gets even better. Okay, this is a profile for Dr. Honey Love Spells. I don't know if this is real, guys. I don't know if this is real. An African native healer gifted to solve all your issues and problems, like love and relationship. A native powerful African witch doctor. There we go. No wonder he loved this movie. Dr. Honey Love, a powerful traditional African witch doctor, specializes in various forms of spellcasting. This is... So I'm beginning now to think that Dr. Honey Love Spells only likes this movie because of the name. Commitment spells make him or her committed to a relationship using a commitment spell that will increase your love bond. Wow. This was treasure. I'm glad. I'm glad that I saw that. There you have it. That was Spellcaster. Dr. Honey Love Spells thinks that this is a 10 out of 10. I give it a 4 out of 10. I want to know what you think. At most, you have to agree that the practical effects are top notch, and at least the movie is worth watching that. As far as breathtaking and mesmerizing acting, I don't know about that aspect. Thank you. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. You get a gold star for today. Please like, subscribe, and share. And if you have any suggestions of movies we should check out, please leave them in the comments and we will check them out. I love interacting with you. Even if you guys disagree with me, that is okay, because I support you in your love of bad movies, just like I hope you support me in my love of bad movies, because that's what this is all about. Thanks. See you next time. This has been Creepin' It Real.